The practice of creating a royal eunuch is an ancient practice where male servants would actually be castrated and put in service to the king or queen. When you see the men carrying the queen on their shoulders, those men have been castrated. At least that's the case in China. But yeah, sometimes the men would be castrated by the kings who would be around the harems. But anyway, the narcissist female has her royal eunuchs as well, and they're constantly running in service to her. Remember, any virtue you have, the narcissist will use against you. So if you're a man in this case, and you believe in proving yourself to a woman to be a competent, strong man and a gentleman, always doing the heavy lifting, always doing things for her, she's going to use that virtue against you. You can guarantee it. So she has her royal eunuchs trying to get that promotion of intimate partner, and she knows how to manipulate them. For example, not only will he take the narcissist female car for an oil change, that is if he doesn't do it himself, so let's say he takes her car for an oil change, he fills her tank with gasoline, probably drives it by the car wash and parks it outside of her apartment building, ready to go, right? Or if she needs a little plumbing done, he'll do that. Or carpentry work done, he'll do that. Teach her some self-defense, teach her how to fire a gun, teach her to protect herself, all in that hope that he'll get his manhood back. And be just a little bit of that has to be the motivating factor, where he'll get that manhood back, he'll be promoted to intimate partner, and he'll no longer be her royal eunuch. So she has more than one royal eunuch, of course, oftentimes a whole male harem of royal eunuchs running and doing. It's important to keep in mind the narcissist female is not a woman, and she's an energy vampire in female form, and she can never appreciate a man. So it reminds me of the spider, a certain species of spider that emits the pheromones of a female moth. And then the male moth comes and gets trapped in the web. Now, this damsel in distress is always in need of the unsung male hero who tries to be a male hero. He doesn't know he's a royal eunuch to this narcissist. He doesn't know that. And they'll use these men for triangulation purposes. And a narcissist female will actually triangulate you with her own father, I've noticed. So the damsel in distress needs her royal eunuchs. And notice that the narcissistic female loves to tell stories about her run-ins with the police, or how the police saved her, or how she got out of a ticket, or how she was the victim of the police in some way. So, but getting back on point here, she's going to use those masculine characteristics, those masculine virtues of you wanting to carry in the heavier groceries for her, and she's going to get that in your mind that that's your job. So all of that energy goes her way. But you're like that royal eunuch of old. You're that unsung hero of old. That narcissistic supply that she needs, that fuel that she needs, can never be filled in that void. And she's never going to appreciate you enough to appreciate your manhood. She's going to see that only as fuel. That's all she sees. That's all she's ever going to appreciate. So she has her royal eunuchs, and that, at least in part, attempting to have their manhood reinstated by breaking their back, bending over backwards, doing for her, trying to appease this energy vampire in female form that oftentimes refuses to be mothers. They oftentimes shun motherhood. They have some excuse why they can't be mothers to these men. And then, of course, the primary source, too, is also her royal eunuch as well. So you want to detach yourself from this, or else you're going to end up being the unsung hero, the royal eunuch of ancient days.